The Cicada 3301 puzzle of 2018 is here, and many solvers have been at it, working to solve the puzzles. It started in January of 2018, and is far enough along that I could share all of the findings from the solving community. For those who don't know who Cicada 3301 are, they are a group of highly intelligent individuals that share the same beliefs and recruit like-minded individuals through the complex puzzles. The Cicada 3301 puzzle is known to be the most elaborate internet puzzle that circulates around the globe on the internet and real locations. Gold, artifacts, and even the Spirit of Destiny have been found. The 2018 puzzle is supposed to top all of the previous year's puzzles. It is never too late to start solving. This is what has been solved so far. It all started on January 4th of 2018. A user on Reddit claimed to have stumbled upon a new site on the deep web that was the start of the Cicada 3301 2018 puzzle. It went to an onion link that turned into a countdown. The countdown was for 2 days, and the source code was in Portuguese that said, "What happens in Vegas does not stay in Vegas." Luke 8:17. Once the countdown finished 2 days later, both Cicada 3301 websites have updated to display PNG images. It's named Burrow. Translating the Burrow.png solution, it reads, "For those who play critic, make a puzzle for us to judge. 3301. The 1711 website now has a timer that ends on Pi Day. It also has a WAV file, and when looking into the source code, it has a link to a YouTube video. The wave name file is WHIV5IV.wave. When looking at the file in the spectrograph, you get Morse code on a thumbprint, as well as it reads, and so it begins. The Morse code led to a key for deep sound, which led to a 12 by 12 binary image that said, Pi Day Prep, disregard 3301. We all waited for the timer to count down, and Pi Day finally came, and the 1711 site changed. Displayed a hello.jpg, and it says, Eagle rained fire on the cannonate as the merchant of wine challenges Cirrus. The sword of Lily joins forces with Jacob's adopted children. 3301. The merchant of wine is Saudi Arabia. The adopted son of Jacob is the Khazars, who adopted the Jewish religion in the 7th century. Did 3301 predict Damascus would be bombed? Are they also predicting World War III? In the source code, the title reads Welcome. Welcome has letters and the numbers within it. Taking a skip cipher and skipping to 2, we get R1JJRU5E Welcome. The video is called deprogramming.mp4. In the source code, it says, Wake up, Cicada, start.html. Taking deprogramming and start.html brings you to a new web page, deprogramming.start.html. The title says Start, and it reads, Spires and minarets awaken to the farce, angry frozen, as the great quake begins. Spring forward, fall black. If we take the code in the source to ROT13 to base 64, and you get, it's not going to be easy. There are layers to everything. Deprogramming \HPHUJH.jpg has a cicada over a mask, runes, and Morse code. Take HPHUJH into Caesar 3 and we get emerge. When translating the runes, are you ready for the show? The Morse code translates to, the song of cicada fills the air as the party comes to open. The light of the questions, smoldering in the darkest places, showed us the mask upon the faces, a fire burning in the hearts of men. Cicada 3301. The size of the image is 1033 by 1033. Multiply those together and we get 10670889, our outguess password. It says, the masquerade is upon us. Visionaire plus outguessed for the sounds from the deep within the notes. If you look at the index of deprogramming, we get a few files. Emerge3301.wave. Looking at Emerge3301 in deep sound, it needs a password. Using Emerge and 1033 times 1033, we get the password. An image appears, that's a JPEG. With the Caesar 7 cipher, it translates to masquerade. It also says, enter a company of mutinous citizens with staves, clubs, and guns. This quote comes from Coriolanus, Act 1, Scene 1. Opening the image with outguess, we need a password. The password is Coriolanus. It says, seek and you will be found, with the new web page. Emerge masquerade Coriolanus.html. The page says the way, with runes. Emerge3301.wave, translating with Caesar 7, we get, for that, being one of the lowest, basest, poorest, of this most wise rebellion, you goust foremost. Those radical that art worst in blood to run, let's first to win some vantage, but make you ready your stiff bats and clubs. Rome and her rats are at the point of the battle. The one side must have bail. The runes to Caesar 11 translates to, we are looking for a human. The page updated with new images. The image, deprogramming /thewave.jpg, translated to base 64 you get, the way is always moving. You must solve faster. Things aren't getting too hard, are they? Translating the image from ROT 13 to base 64, we get, where have all the good men gone? Pitfalls at every turn. The prize is more than one man can hold. Open in a puff of smoke with man's hash. Taking the hash and string of good men, you get a new web page on 7's exposed. The name of the image on the site is, using Caesar cipher, it trends to MK Ultra. The runes translate to, Caesar 5 clowns know the control program. Time to meet Thomas to show you the way to the show. Your enigma awaits. R1 equals M, R2 equals K, R3 equals U, plug equals gate, equals BA2. Spires and minarets awaken to the farce angry frozen. As the great quakes begin spring forward fall back. The hash of the man, end of the program make your way. For centuries, humanity has fought for freedom. The real cage is not around you, it is in you. Your mind will not allow you to wander in uncharted territories. The coordinates bring you to the center of old Damascus. Opening Q.wave in deep sound. It brings up this image with the text. Only questions, then silence. Translating the runes to a Caesar cipher reads out to, the fall begins with questions. Rage seed like a virtual monastery. Who is asking questions now? Remember the future. Bringing the image into outguess with the password questions shows the text. Q clearance to permissible access is its infancy. Was an admirable project. Today, it continues to become an erotic display of grotesque fanaticism. The solvers this year can change that pace. Bringing the image into OpenPuff we get, in solitude between note lies three paths. One is true, one is false, one is both. We also get deprogram your mind /bevtvaf.jpg, which brings us to a new web page. We get two images, origins.jpg and bevtvaf.jpg. Translating all the ruins, we get emergence is coming. Wings of fire will scorch the sky. Look for signs. Everything has a beginning and an end. Some hear our message and other alphabets remain blind to the call. The empirical truth is subject to your perception, a doorway that is also a puzzle. We must find the solution. Those were Brutus's words when he visited the vault under the Colosseum more than 2,000 years ago. The retransmission tablet true name is the key, a key hidden in the game of blood oath in memory of time forgotten. The station lights the way to our viewing post. Now if you bring this into Outguessed, we get the following equation, which brings us to a new web page. The new web page has 4 images and 1 WAV file. Image A says, overload your mind's capacity. Image B says, to place an order one must make a phone call. Image C says, do you truly see it as I do? Perceptions shape reality. Who are we? In the WAV file it reads, you are delivering a message that has been needed. If a soldier gives his life to an oil war, he is awarded a piece of metal he can never wear. If a citizen fights the deep state, he is awarded imprisonment in a small metal cage. There is something greater than seeking truth, recognizing lies. The truth is everywhere. The truth lies in the shadows, away from those that blaze in the boastful light. The truth is beginning to emerge. The last image translates to, the numbers before enter in today. Emerge with the 4, sigma effectual, and you shall receive the following. Translating the Dancing Men ciphertext brings us to our next web page. The title of this page is Intermission, with an image named 321.jpg and a wave named Spectro. In the audio it reads, I am Cicada. Bringing it into deep sound, it brings us to next.png. This is where we are currently at. Jump in and start solving yourself. Go further down into the layers with everything shown here. Be on the lookout for new ways of solving.
Behold, Melchizedek, without father, without mother, without genealogy, having neither beginning of days nor end of life. The only way out is in. Why hast thou disturbed my rest, that I should be brought up? In slumber you will awaken. In sleep your eyes will open. Seek the key in front of you. The only way out is in. The words of the prophet are written on the subway walls. soul. Let the wind scatter the seed you sow. Through your soul. Let the wind scatter the seed you sow. Let the wind howl through your soul. Let the wind scatter the seed you sow. Of the prophet are written on the subway wall. Your eyes will open. The only way out is in. The only way out is in. You understand more than you know. The only way out is in. Is in. The only way out is in.